Hello, and welcome back to Hitman 3 and the end of an era mission set in Chongqing, China. And today we will be taking care of the cooling down challenge, which entails eliminating Imogen by drowning her in the core's coolant. So for this challenge we will be bringing with us some coins stored at the facility ventilation room, some lethal poison, our ever trusty lockpick, a silenced pistol, and as always starting at the riverside walkway. So right from the start, off the bat, we're going to make our way off to our right here, and we're going to follow the walkway all the way around, and we're going to make our way towards the block. We are going to trigger this young lady down there on our right. That will be her routine started. She will go inside now. She won't be there when we come back. So continuing on straight across the square, up the stairs, around to our right and around to the left of the block building. We're going to make our way in through the open window here, make our way down into the basement, and we are going to retrieve the crowbar at the bottom of the stairs and the fuse that's in the old fridge in the corner of the room. And if the guards have their backs to you like they do for me, we can make our way straight out into the courtyard and up the ladder in the far corner. So this will get us to the first floor, and we're going to hang a left, go to the end of the balcony, vault over the edge, and ascend the drain pipe beyond to the second floor. So we're halfway up the building now. At this point we're going to go back inside, so we want to check where the patrolling guard is on our left. He's nowhere to be seen. We're going to lockpick our way through the door on our right, around to our right into the room behind the boxes, check the security room beyond, and if the guard who moves around is not moving at that point, you're free to make your way through the security room and up the stairs. We're then going to wait at the top of the stairs here for that moving guard, the patrolling guard, to move away before we take out the surveillance system. So continuing on up the stairs, we will encounter a keypad entry door, and the code is 2552. Which will now take us up to the fourth and final floor. We're going to vault up over the balcony here to avoid the enforcers at the top of the stairs, straight through the next room and out onto the balcony. It's easier if Hush isn't around. If he's in the area, you may get spotted. So once out on the balcony, we can enter the same code once again into the keypad 2552. We're then going to make our way to the end of the balcony and poison the ventilation system with our lethal poison. Make our way back to the keypad door, and we're just waiting for that doctor you can see there on instinct to move into a better position. Thank you very much, sir. And then we can make our way into the room, render him unconscious for being such a helpful gentleman. We're going to hide his body in the closet provided. There you go. And then we're going to take on the guard over by the window as well. You can leave the guard, but when you put the fuse into the machinery for the deprivation chamber, he will immediately turn and walk out onto the balcony. So you can keep ahead of him. He will half spot you, but it's easier just to knock him out and put him in the cupboard. We're also going to take his outfit as well before we place the fuse into the machinery and make good our escape. So eventually Hush will come along and he will basically poison himself in the deprivation chamber. In the meantime, we are going to retrace our steps all the way back the way we came, all the way back down to the ground floor and the courtyard, which is right here. We're going to go out the gate, around to our left and then around to our right, and we're going to make our way around to the rear of the restaurant, which is the building just to my left here. And we have to go around the long way. This is probably the shortest route. I've tried a few routes. That one seems to be the shortest. And once we get to the back of the restaurant, we're going to vault over the balcony. We're going to approach the keypad entry door, and the code for this door is 0118. And we can then make our way inside, and we can start working on the cooling down challenge. So we're going to make our way inside, down the stairs, over the balcony just to our right, over the balcony again, and down to tier level 1. And once we're down here, we're going to pull out our phone, or our camera should I say. I keep trying to call it a phone. And we're going to opaque the windows to the restroom. Make our way across to the restroom, being aware there is a guard at the end of the corridor. And we're going to use the ventilation system here to lure out the 2 occupants of the restroom. And we're going to use the server room here for a hiding spot. And whilst we're in the server room, we're going to retrieve our coins. And when the young lady comes to investigate the air conditioning, we can then render her unconscious, hide her body in the closet in the server room, and then all we have to do now is rinse and repeat once more for the gentleman in the restroom. So back to the air conditioning unit, turn it off, turn it on again, make our way back into the server room and await the arrival of our next outfit, because we will be taking this guy's outfit just so we can move around a little bit easier. We will be changing outfit again afterwards, but just for the time being, it's nice to get out of a boiler suit every opportunity you can. So when the man comes round to investigate the air conditioning, we can render him unconscious, hide him in the closet in the server room, take his outfit, and make our way towards the stairs. I'm going to opaque this window right here. You don't have to, but I just feel more secure if no one up here can see what I'm doing downstairs. So once the window's opaqued, we're going to make our way down the stairs, and then under the stairs we're going to drop 2 of our coins on the floor, one right against the wall and one just a little way into the room. We're going to select our crowbar, crouch down, and we're going to wait underneath the stairs here for Imogen and her bodyguard to arrive. And while we're waiting, we should get confirmation of the Hush kill.
You got the bastard, Hush. Now go get Imogen Royce and we can get to the core.
So that is target number 1 taken care of. So like I said, all we've got to do now basically is await the arrival of Imogen and her bodyguard. And here she comes now. So they're going to make their way down the stairs, and we're going to wait for Imogen to step through into the corridor beyond. So we want her to go through the doors before we throw our crowbar into the corner of the room. That way we should only attract the guard. There we go. Sometimes we do attract Imogen's attention as well, but she will just send the guard over anyway. Either way, we achieve the goal we desired. So the guard has come over to investigate the noise. He has now spotted both of the coins, and we can now move in behind him and render him unconscious. So once we have this guy nicely asleep, we're going to take everything he drops, including, most importantly, his level tier 3 dongle. We're going to collect up all of our coins and our crowbar. We're going to hide our friend here in the closet provided. And we now need to remove one more person. And the easiest way to do this is to go via the core, because there is an enforcer guard who patrols this corridor. So if we go straight through the doors, into the core room, straight through and out the other side, although we've caught Imogen up, so we are going to slow down just slightly. She's going to make her way back upstairs, and we're going to turn off to our left, and we're going to make our way around the core to the control room, where we will find one young lady in a boiler suit. We are going to opaque both the windows, left and right, so that no one can see in. Now this lady can now is the only one who can see into the core room, so she needs to go. So we're going to render her unconscious. I did consider leaving her body right there, but I'm going to drag her over to where the console is, just so that if Imogen happens to glance in through this window, she won't see the unconscious woman. So with her now safely tucked up, we're going to make our way back the way we came and back into the core. No, it's a camera. I keep thinking it's a phone, but it's definitely not a gun. So once we're back inside the core, we're just going to wait right here by the terminal, and eventually Imogen will come back round on her routine and make her way into the core. She will mess with the terminal briefly, and we can then throw her into the coolant below us. So here comes Imogen now. She's going to approach the terminal, and our exit is slightly compromised because we are in here alone with Imogen, and once Imogen is dead, Olivia locks down the room, trapping us inside. And the only way out is through the air vents. But unlike in previous video that I did, we are not going to hack the core and get ourselves surrounded by guards. So eventually Imogen will leave the terminal and lean on the railing, giving us the perfect opportunity to throw her in the coolant.
And I'm in. You can get out now and I can take care of the data remotely. Unless you want to handle it yourself.
So there we go. Now Olivia, although she hasn't mentioned it at that point, you're thinking there's time to get to the door. The door is already locked. So you're best off just coming straight to the vents and following the path round until we can get back out and up to the exit. And we are going to take the facility exit, so all the way back up to level tier 1 and towards the facility door. So there you go, that is the cooling down challenge. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.